We're cooking an absolutely gorgeous fillet steak dinner for you with potato rosti and a red wine jus. Very simple to put together. Firstly, with the fillet steak, you need to leave it out at room temperature for 30 minutes or so. The reason for that is if we cook a steak from cold, straight from the fridge, we overcook it on the outside and undercook it on the inside. Straight into it, we season it from a height. So you've got sea salt on here. We're gonna go with cracked black pepper as well. Once you've that done then, olive oil into the pan, straight in there, and then straight in. Season the other side then again, so sea salt and cracked black pepper. Add quite a bit. So, I love a little bit of onion with steak, you just can't beat it. So this is kind of like a little different kind of take on onion. We're just gonna slice these ones in half. So we're gonna place them that side down, and we're gonna char and burn them on the pan here. So leave it, let it sit there. It normally takes about 2 minutes, and then we'll turn the steak after sealing. While that's happening, you can be making your jus. We have half a glass of red wine into a nice hot pan there. Our next thing then is quarter that wine glass of balsamic vinegar. Okay, up onto the highest heat possible. And what we want to do is we want to let that reduce by half. So let's have a little look here. So you can see the color, and get a look at that. The char on there, the color on there is so important and so vital for flavor. So seal it on then the other side on the high heat again. So what we'll do is, our steak is sealed off, so just turn off the pan now at this stage here. We're gonna get ourselves our tray. Steak goes straight in, and so do our onions. Now, so I'm gonna cook these to medium. So your oven has 3 shelves. Bottom shelf is rares and medium rares. Middle shelf is mediums, and top shelf is medium wells and well dones, okay? So we're gonna place them in there. I want to bring this to medium. It'll take 6 minutes. If it's rare, it takes 2 minutes in the oven. And if it's well done, it'll take 12 to 14 minutes altogether in the oven, okay? So you can jot that down afterwards. So we're gonna go straight to the oven, 200 degrees, very, very hot. That's going for 6 minutes. Right, so we're just gonna crack on and make our potato rosti. But first, you see your red wine jus? So you can see it's reduced down by half nicely there. We're gonna add then our beef stock to it. And again, the same thing, what we wanna do with this is bring this to the boil and reduce that down nicely to a kind of thick consistency. For the rosti, get yourself a grater, and it's normally a Morris Piper potato is perfect for this. So give it a good peel and then grate it. Okay, so once you have all grated there, get rid of that. And then give it a really good seasoning. Scrunch that around like that. Now, get yourself some kitchen paper. This can be quite messy, so you're gonna get yourself like a bowl or something, and then we just squeeze any of the moisture out of the potato. So we wanna get rid of that. And the reason for that is we want this to turn into like basically a potato crisp. Now, so once you have that done, just take out the potato, and then it's perfectly dried, and it'll go lovely and crisp on the pan. You get your frying pan back on. Turn it up to like a medium heat and add quite a bit of olive oil to it. And then get your little potato rostis here and then press it down. So you can do 3 at a time. Okay, now while they're frying off, so you're gonna let them go nice and crispy, just check your steak. So we've had that in the oven for about 5 minutes. What we do is we come along and we press. And you just know by kind of pressure at this time that it's perfectly medium. So what we'll do is we let the steak rest. And I'll say to you, normally leave it to rest for about 10 minutes. Okay. The potato rostis are done, so just take them off, straight off the pan. So they're lovely and crispy. Now, so all we need to do then is just literally plate up everything. So, starting off first, this is just a little bit of carrot and star anise puree. So I've just boiled up some carrots with 2 star anise until you can mash the carrots with a fork. Place them into a blender with a small amount of salt and butter, and it's just literally a smooth puree that we're using underneath. So one really good blob here, and then another one here. So get yourself a spoon. So this one, give it a little swipe, like that. This one then is gonna be where your fillet steak is gonna sit. Our fillet steak is next, so we're gonna sit him on there. Our next thing then, remember the burnt onion that we had, okay? So literally, what we do is we pick out the little shells of onion, like this, okay? and then your jus. So see the cups of onions? It's gonna hold your jus. And then have 1 spoon go over top of the steak as well. Beautiful. Finally, just to finish everything off, you remember that little potato rosti? Sit them on top of your steak. So there you have it, a very, very simple little steak recipe. Potato rosti, red wine jus, and burnt onion, all coming together on one plate that looks absolutely delicious. Don't forget to share this recipe with your friends, like, subscribe, and comment below with your recipe suggestions. See you all soon.